Good evening and welcome to our 2021 virtual reunion. I'm Will Webb, and it's my honor as head of school to be here with you in the Hacienda courtyard as we come together in celebration of your school. This year has been different, and while we have contended with many unprecedented challenges and continue to do so, what remains the same is the power of this community to rise above and overcome any adversity we face. This wonderful school has seen a bustling city grow up around it, weathered a world war, and now we persevere through a global pandemic. Our 91-year history is a proud one, filled with wonderful stories and memories that we hope you will share freely as we gather virtually this evening and tomorrow to celebrate and support each other and our school. But now, the task at hand is to kick off our 91st reunion, and once again, we've got some great music lined up for you. First up is Sara Pierce from the class of 1981. Sara is the daughter of a cowboy and grew up in a family of cattlemen in rural West Texas, so country music is literally in her blood. She's toured hundreds of thousands of miles, both domestic and international, from New York City to Los Angeles, northern British Columbia to San Antonio, and across the Atlantic to France, Italy, Germany, and Scandinavia. She's appeared on MTV and was the voice of Calamity Jane on the Emmy-nominated Time Life television miniseries, The Wild West. Tonight, she will share a song from her 9th and most recent album, Barbed Wire. Sara, take it away.
Hi everybody. I'm so glad to be here with you at the Fountain Valley reunion this year. I want to thank Greg Osborne for thinking about me. So we're in the studio doing my new record, and I wanted to take a minute and play one of my songs for you. Decided to do the title song of my last record called Barbed Wire. I wrote Barbed Wire about barbed wire. We bought a ranch up above Austin, and while we were clearing, we found this old barbed wire. It was clearly hand-twisted, hand-pounded, rusted. So I did a little research on it. It ends up that it was manufactured in DeKalb, Illinois in 1876. It's called HC Arrowhead and was brought down to Texas. And I just could not get away from this barbed wire, so I clipped off a bit of it and put it on the table and proceeded to write the 13 songs on the barbed wire record. So obviously, I keep it around for good luck, and here's my barbed wire song. You can call me anything you want, and you're probably right. After what he did to me, you may not realize I come from a long line of women who hold it in and get the job done. Then we get to the root of the problem and go and get our gun. Well, I'm weathered, I'm twisted, and I'm dangerous as hell. I may not look it from a distance, even up close, it's hard to tell. But I can rip you up or protect you. Either way, I stand unharmed. 'Cause girls like me, our mamas raised us to be tough as barbed wire. You can say anything you see fit, and I'll hear you out. But if you talk behind my back, be ready to stand your ground. See, time does what it wants. It's the weather I watch close. Like my grandma, I got the constitution of a bramble rose. Well, I'm weathered, I'm twisted, and I'm dangerous as hell. I may not look it from a distance, tell that I can rip you up or protect you. Either way, I stand unharmed. 'Cause girls like me, our mamas raised us to be tough as barbed wire. Pounded metal in the shape of a shooting star, trapped by 3 rusted wires, kinda like my heart. Well, I'm weathered, I'm twisted, and I'm dangerous as hell. I may not look it from a distance, even up close, it's hard to tell. But I can rip you up or protect you. Either way, I stand unharmed. 'Cause girls like me, our mamas raised us to be tough as barbed wire. Girls like me, our mamas raised us to be tough as barbed wire. Have fun, everybody. We'll see you soon, hopefully in person next year. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Sarah. As you may have seen over the past year, we've been embracing the FVS Ranch brand, and so much of what you shared in Barbed Wire speaks to who we are and our core values here at FVS. Up next is Brett Williams, who attended Fountain Valley School in the late 1980s and has remained closely connected to his classmates over the years. The song he will perform for us, which includes imagery of people and places here at Fountain Valley School, was inspired by the connections he made with fellow Danes during last year's virtual class cocktail parties. But I'll let him share that story with you himself. Brett, thanks for joining us again this year. You're up.
Hello from Devon, England. My name is Brett Williams, class of 1990. Last summer, in the midst of our lockdown here, I attended via Zoom a reunion of class of 1990 and some friends of the class of 1990. And I was very moved by this experience. In particular, all the other features of seeing those faces from the past and having those conversations and listening to stories. I got to watch Chris Bellios drive across the Midwest as the sun went down on the American highway, and feeling homesick as I have for many years now for North America. This was very poignant to me. So it was about 3 or 4 in the morning here in Britain when the Zoom call ended, and I drove to the beach, a town called Westward Ho here in Devon, and I wrote a song, and I'm going to play it now. On the endless list of mistakes I've made, know there are a lot of them. Tiny shames that make me cringe or shudder. Timeless loves that haunt my dreams for so long. Can't see the end of every mountain highway, but I'm looking at the start of them. Faces emerging from a hazy forest, memories erased and dreams that go on, floating like fairies, from the art barn to the prairie, from Penrose to Solar, from younger to older. Now I'm more sure of self and lined of face, reminiscing here in time and space. Shared myths that no one can explain, shared truths you can't explain to no one. Pittsburgh to Denver, Adelaide to Exeter, from the back gate to the front lines, from the 80s to the end times. Oh, the endless list of friends I made, proud to have salvaged any one of them. Once upon a time we were the future. Now we're doing all we can to hold on. Laughter and smiles across the time zones, across the miles. The light fades, the car goes from Omaha to Chicago, where mothers and fathers, hoteliers and doctors, we trade in bourbon and leather. Still children, still together.
I hope that song brought you back and conjured fond memories of your time here on the prairie. Thank you, Brett. Our final performer this evening is Lily Wilson, class of 1991, who tomorrow will be inducted into the Fountain Valley School Arts Guild. Citing bands like Fleetwood Mac and Crosby, Stills and Nash's influence, she sang in the FVS choir and began her career in music shortly thereafter when she moved to Spain in college and began writing and performing music. In the time since then, Lily has become an accomplished singer and songwriter, releasing 5 CDs and winning the 2007 LA Music Award for Best Female Vocal Performer in the Adult Contemporary category. She has performed and recorded with Melissa Etheridge and Kenny Loggins, among several other prominent musicians, and I am pleased to welcome her once again back to campus for her second reunion performance.
Hi, happy reunion. I'm so happy to be playing for you all tonight. I want to give a special shout out to my class of 91. It's our 30th reunion, which is pretty crazy. And I am coming to you from my home in Los Angeles, California. You might hear some birds singing outside. There could be some helicopter traffic. You might hear some neighbors playing music. It is never a dull moment here in the city. But I thought I would start with a song that I wrote about moving to LA to pursue my career in music. And it's called To Be Someone. All the lights on Sunset Boulevard, shining bright for everyone to see. I can still feel the promise that brought me here. With every turn, a new possibility. But I feel so different these days. I got what I wanted, then it changed. And there are so many things that I try to prove. They all lead me back to this one small truth, that it doesn't matter what I become. All I need is to know who I am, to be someone. There has always been a restless wanting, a familiar hunger for the prize, bigger and better. Someone's always faster in the racing to be recognized. But I feel so different these days. I got what I wanted, then it changed. And there are so many things that I tried to prove. They all lead me back to this one small truth, that it doesn't matter what I become. All I need is to know who I am, to be someone. And when my mind is open, I can close the door on a voice that tells me I need more, There are so many things that I tried to prove. They all lead me back to this one small truth, that it doesn't matter what I become. All I need is to know who I am, to be someone. Oh, to be someone. Be So, I'm going to do a song about, it's called Blame It on the Sunshine. It's about really just being grateful for the way things the way things turn out. I think that we just, as human beings, we want to hold on. Change is hard. We've had a lot of change lately. no matter where you are, who you are, we've had a lot of change. So this is about being grateful for that change and realizing that, we have no choice. Might as well be grateful, right? Okay. This is on both of those songs are on my my album called Harbor. And I have new songs coming out very soon. But you can stream these on Spotify too. Woke up to find that you're no longer next to me. It makes me wonder. Our futures intertwined. I always thought that we would rule the world together. I lay down by your side so easily. There was never any other. And all I wanted was for time to freeze. Now I'm okay with where we are. The wind has scattered us so far. Oh, I never thought I'd let you go. Blame it on the sunshine. Blame it on the sunshine. Oh, we change and we grow. Blame it on the sunshine. Blame it on the sunshine. Yellow light led me to the busy city streets, and I heard you never left the country. But the comfort still remains in my memory, and I've had time to figure out that that's what love is all about. Oh, I never thought I'd let you go. Blame it on the sunshine. Blame it on the sunshine. Oh, we change and we grow. Blame it on the sunshine. Blame it on the sunshine. What tomorrow we can know today. There's no way when you carved our names in stone, they just washed away with the waves. Now I'm okay with where we are. The wind has scattered us so far, and I've had time to figure out that that's what love is all about. Oh, I never thought I'd let you go. Blame it on the sunshine. Blame it on the sunshine. Oh, we change and we grow. Blame it on the sunshine. Blame it on the sunshine. Oh, I never thought I'd let you go. Blame it on the sunshine. Just blame it on the sunshine. Oh, we come and we go. Blame it on the sunshine. Just blame it on the sunshine. Blame it on the sun. Blame it on the sun. Blame it all on the sun. Blame it on the sun. Blame it on the sun. Blame it all on the sun. Blame it on the sun. Blame it on the sun. well, this has been fun. I really, really am grateful to Fountain Valley and to everyone who's watching. And I want to put out the word that we need to all get together. Next year, when we can all come back to Fountain Valley for the reunion, let's do it. I really miss that campus and the beauty of the mountain and the plains. I used to ride my horse, gallop all over those plains, and I just still remember there's nothing like those afternoon thunder showers. I'm gonna do a song called Good Life that I wrote a long time ago, but if any of you know any of my music, you probably know this song. So this is just a little dedication out to my class, 91, and all my dear friends at Fountain Valley, so many of you. It's called Good Life. I couldn't be in a more beautiful place. I couldn't ask for a better view. I look around and the world is at peace. Then the music starts right on cue, and it's a simple happiness, so easy but so fleeting. And I hope that I can remember this when the walls close
Lily, Brett, Sara, thank you. And to all of our alumni and friends who have joined us this evening, thank you. Tomorrow, I hope you'll join us again here on our YouTube channel at 2 p.m. Colorado time for our Arts Guild, Athletic Hall of Fame, and Distinguished Alumni Awards ceremonies. I'll also share an update about the good work underway here on campus as students, faculty, and our families have come together over the past year to overcome the unprecedented challenges presented by COVID. Then, at 5 p.m., we'll begin our evening program, which includes 2 current students who will speak to you about the opportunities that they've found at FVS. We'll also enjoy a trip down memory lane with photos from the school's archives curated by Jake Emery, class of 1971, and accompanied by music from Josh Alford, who is a member of our English faculty. Tomorrow evening we'll close with virtual class cocktail parties beginning at 6 p.m. Colorado time that include our milestone reunion years and others. Check your email for a complete list and links to join. I'll work to drop in and hopefully see you all, but in case I miss you, please know that we are so very grateful that you are here with us this evening, and we would be happy to connect with any of you one-on-one at any time. And last, tomorrow we also celebrate our annual Day of Giving, which this year is titled FVS Rising. We've been through a lot in the time since we last gathered here on this virtual platform, and I hope that what you will see tomorrow and that which you've seen in the past year will inspire you to join us in support of your school. And to those of you who have already stepped forward and made a gift to the annual fund, thank you. Good night for now, and see you tomorrow.